Guys, this is good stuff. Rock and roll.
Well, at this stage I'm quite happy with the outcome. It's been smoothened out with a 3000 grit sandpaper, which got rid of all those sharp edges over here around the design when I was actually chiseling it. And I'm ready to apply the black. I use the enamel paint. I use one shot enamel paint just because I've got it. And it's kind of waterproof and it's very hard, dries hard, and it's very durable, and that's gonna basically make this design stand out a bit more. I know it looks very pretty right now, but it's a copper, and it's gonna be a tankard, a drinking tankard, so the copper just, you know, changes color very quickly, and that's gonna be one big blur. So if I make it black, it will make it stands out a bit more, plus it's gonna look a bit more old school, which I like. Rock and roll, let's do this. I let it dry a little bit, probably good 12 hours, so it's not fully cured, and I come back with white spirit and clean up, you know, bring back the patina, the bits I want to, and the rest of it, again, I run a sandpaper over it. Obviously, you will not touch the recessed bits, the one I chiseled out, only the top, so it'll be nicely cleared up, and as a final stage, I obviously polish that, but as later when it's actually rolled into a tankard. But yeah, guys, we get in there. Rock and roll, guys. This is more or less finished product. For obviously it's not rolled yet, but I'm kind of happy with the design, the way it came up. It kind of look a little bit old school, a little bit worn, yet not too much, if you know what I mean. I like it. I like the way it looks. So, next step, roll that piece of copper into a tankard. Let's do this. Now I don't have fancy ass tools to roll it into that shape, but I've got the old piece of an exhaust pipe, 3" in diameter. So I'm going to whack in my vise and do my very best with a rubber mallet and my fist to shape it the way I want. Unfortunately, my copper soldering skills are not any better than they were last time I've done that, and last time I didn't do a great job. The only good thing about it was it wasn't leaking when I finished with it, but that's not exactly an achievement, is it? So this time I'm afraid I'm not gonna be much better at it, but let's try, see what happens. Now we've got a basic shape soldered in place. I've managed to tidy up some of the bits and bobs. I got some spills here and there. Again, guys, I am learning as we go. It's only a second one I've done, so but this one is already looking better than the first one, so hopefully going forward. Now I need to cut the base of it. I'm just gonna mark it quickly and cut slightly on the outside of that line. There we go. Cut slightly on the outside of that line, so I can then solder it from the inside underneath, so hopefully it doesn't leak. Let's do this. Okay guys, at this stage I've got my base, my bottom of my pint ready. I'm going to use some flux just on the edges here. I don't normally like using that stuff when I'm doing normal soldering because it just creates lots of mess, but it does help. It does help to clean that metal. It does help to keep that solder flowing, you know, especially thick metal like that copper over here that I need to heat up to quite high temperature, you know, just to get it going. And I don't have much control over it at this stage because it's kind of inside, so I don't want to be sticking my hands in there. It's a bit of a awkward way of doing it. I'm sure there are professionals out there that have ways of soldering in this like this so it doesn't leak, but I'm not professional, guys, unfortunately, so you need to stick with me. So I'm going to use the flux, every bit of help I can get, and hopefully we get a decent results. Let's do this. Okay, now with my bottom of a tankard in place, I managed to tidy up the edges a little bit, and most importantly, it doesn't leak. I know because I've tested. Obviously, discoloration is from what I heated up, It will all disappear once I polish it. It's going to be one uniform, but that's later. Now the handle, I got a thin strip, probably 1 inch thick, and I'm going to beat it with the ball pen end of a hammer, just to create some kind of unique pattern in it, kind of Moscow mule kind of patina. I'm not going to engrave it because I'm going to roll it and then solder it onto the side of it, but first I need to whack it a number of times. Let's do this. Rock and roll, the handle is on and it's pretty solid. You can lift whole 2 pints by it. I got some water in there and I'm going to leave it overnight on a blue paper tissue just to make sure there's no any microscopic leaks, because obviously I was heating this up, so not only the main seam can be slightly disjoint, but maybe on the bottom somewhere here as well. When the solder has melted, I don't want it to have microscopic leaks, so I'll leave it on the tissue overnight. If there's any leaks, that will tell me in the morning, and then we can tidy it up and polish this bad boy. Here we are, guys, 24 hours later. The water is still in there. There's no drops on my paper. That means, as ugly as it is, it's watertight. We can take it from there. Let's polish this bad boy and make it look a little bit more presentable. So there we go, guys. There we go. This is how it came out after polishing. It's really still hot from the polishing machine. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the way it came out. I like the handle. I like how it all flows. The Dragon could probably do a little bit more of the patina, especially around the wings. I kind of lost the paint when I was polishing it. but I'm not worried about it. I can always touch it up, but for the time being it's good. I like the shine and I like the roundness of it. The handle is nice, feels good, and it doesn't leak. Obviously I'm going to touch the dragon up, but first we need to properly test it, and I can't wait to do this. Let's do it together. This is not a full test. I've got a little pathetic kind of beer over here. It will do. Let's have a look. I love this. You can literally put 2 pints in here and there's room for more. Not even half full. Guys, what do you think? It's richly just off the polishing machine. I gave it a quick rinse and we're ready to enjoy this. You with me? Well, before I properly test it, before I drink it, let me share a quick story with you guys about this, what inspired me to do this bad boy. I have a friend, a good friend of mine, near enough brother from another mother, you name it. We always, we ride bikes together, we go a long way. I knew him for years. We go gigs together, we get drunk together, we do stupid shit together, what mates do. But he doesn't like flying. And he always promised me he's gonna come and visit me. For the last 10 years he said, I'll come and visit you. He never did. So we kind of made an agreement. If I made him one of those mags, that's a lot of hours went to that, but if I made him one of those, he will get his sorry ass on the plane and come and see me. Because I will not fucking deliver it to him. You need to come and collect it. So there you go, mate. There it is. It's waiting for you. You got till the end of the year to get your sorry ass on the fucking plane and come and see me so we can get fucking drunk together. Cheers. Guys, this is good stuff. Rock and roll. But in all seriousness, guys, I enjoy doing that. I really like these mugs. That's the second one I've made. I love the copper feel. I love the way the condensation builds up on it when you get a cold beverage. And I just like the way it feels. Copper is 1.2 mil thick. That's the thickness of it. And the size of it is exactly A4 size. Obviously that's without the bottom and that's without the handle. The actual mug is an A4 size. A4 piece of paper, if you roll it along the longer edge, this is what you get. And that's near enough 2 pints. Again guys, engraving, it's not something I'm good at. In fact, that is a very second my attempt of engraving stuff by hand. This dragon requires a little bit more attention, but in the next shot I'm gonna touch it up and leave it in the sunlight so you can have a look how it looks in the daylight. And it looks always better than in those stupid LED fluorescent light I've got in the garage. And that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little video. I hope you learned something from it. If you didn't, I hope you at least have a beer with me. And as to my mate, well, Elvis, I'm waiting to see you. Get your sorry ass over here. I'm not gonna deliver that to you. This is waiting for you. Come and pick it up so we can get shit-faced. And on that note, guys, thank you very much for watching. Rock hard, have a beer, and I'll see you very soon.